What up? It's Landon. What's going on, y'all? And it's been a little while since I've done a tutorial on this channel, but I wanted to offer a helping hand to musicians and bands out there who are looking for a better way to do sound, whether it's at their church or their venue or whatever kind of situation is going on, where they're playing and doing their thing. So I wanted to drop in and give you all another tutorial on how we do in-ear monitoring here at The Gathering now. So sit tight, enjoy the video, and I hope this helps someone today. Let's do it. Before this video gets started today, I want to let you all know to please go over to the Sound Guy Chronicles channel and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, because 75% of this stuff that I'm about to tell you guys today, I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for him. So Sound Guy Chronicles, thank you so much, man. I've shot a drop in the past, but I can't do that enough. Thank you for your wealth of knowledge and everything you taught me about all this. Now, let's get into the video. So first, I'm gonna let you know everything you need to make this setup happen. This is the Behringer Xenix 502 mixer. The Behringer Xenix 502 mixer. Now, they have three different variations of this thing. They got the 502, which is the most scaled down one. That's the one that I had, because you know, hashtag budget. They got the Behringer Xenix 502. That's the one you're looking at. They got the Behringer Xenix 802 with 2 mic preamps. So you see this XLR female? They got 2 of these on the 802 and more channels, of course. And then the Behringer Xenix 1202 FX. All right, this has 4 mic preamps and a bunch of other things that you would expect to see on a front of house mixer. But this is the one that I went with because it gives us everything we need. On a normal Sunday, you might plug in a talkback mic into here, maybe an aux send from the mixer, front of house, so we can get vocals or whatever. Clicking tracks into here, maybe keys or whatever else into here. Then we send our main out left to something like a headphone amp so we can get our click track in and stuff like that, so we can hear and avoid it going to the house. And we send main out right to a DI box that goes to the house, because that's where we get our tracks to the house. And if we're not splitting keys from the main outs on that, then we'll put that in here and send it to the house as well. So what else you'll need is a headphone amp for every musician that you'll have playing on stage. For example, if you got a drummer, a keyboardist, and a bass player, you might need 3 of these for this setup to work. So I'll tell you exactly what we're running and how we're able to make it happen. What's one of the most important things you'll need to make a headphone / in-ear monitor setup work? Well, I'd say headphones. That was a fail. I'd say headphones. So you can take a basic pair of headphones like this. These are Sony. I'm not sure exactly when I got them, but there's one important thing that you gotta look out for to make this setup work. And that is the amount of rings that's on the actual headphone cord. So this headphone cord, I don't know if it'll focus for me, but I think you can see it well enough. This headphone cord only has 2 rings. It's tip ring. Please forgive me and please correct me in the comments if I got this wrong, but it's a tip ring type situation. It's only got 2 kind of strips on the headphone cord itself there. I tried it, and if you try it with something where it only has two rings or whatever, it'll only come out of one ear. You'll hear it a little bit out of the right side, but for the most part, it'll only come out of the left ear. Since we're dealing with a mono kind of setup and we're putting it into a stereo headphone amp. I don't know if you can read that, but stereo headphone amp. So naturally, it'll only come out of the left. If you're wondering where I got that from, Sound Guy Chronicles again. I'll put his link in the description. So I'll tell you what you need to do to make this work no matter how many headphone amps you have. This in-ear monitor cable has 3 rings on it. The 3rd ring is because the mic, tip, ring, and mic, I think. Like I said, I don't know all this by heart. I'm not a professional, but the 3rd kind of strip there is because of the mic. And if I plug that in right there, then that'll allow me to get an in-ear signal from that mixer over there to this headphone amp, so I can get in-ear monitoring out of both ears from this amp right here. Now, I'll show you something else. You might notice that there's only 3 available outputs on the mixer that I'm working with. You got the main out left, main out right, then the phones output. And really 2 if you're a musician and trying to get clicking tracks and all that, stuff like that. So really you'd be working with 2, just main out left and phones. If you get you one of these, this is kind of a male 1/4 inch to dual female 1/4 inch splitter. You plug that into phones, whatever output you want to plug it into, boom, you got two places to plug in a 1/4 inch to go to a headphone amp like this. I already got 2 cables down here. So if I were to plug in, forgive this view, if I were to plug in this 1/4 inch to one of these female kind of outputs, that's what would send the signal from this mixer to this headphone amp. Now you can buy as many splitters as you need. If you got an 8-piece band, buy that many splitters or whatever so you can have the same in-ear signal going out to those 8 headphone amps. Now I must mention that with a setup like this, each musician can control their own volume, like master volume on that headphone output, but it's not the type of system where it's kind of like an Aviom or Behringer P16 or anything like that. You can't individually control every track that goes into it. If you want to do that, you do that on the main mixer, but it would mess with everybody else's mix. So really the only thing you can really control is the master volume of the headphone output that you're using. But other than that, there's a lot of freedom and flexibility in the fact that really you can have your own in-ear monitoring system. If you really want to have it set up to where you hear yourself more, maybe what you'll want to do is connect an aux in from your front of house mixer into the input of the headphone amp and just have yourself kind of turned up in the aux in. Then that way you can do that way. But other than that, yeah, this is pretty much everything you're gonna get. I'll link everything that I used today in the description so that you all can start using this too if you really feel like you need to advance your music ministry in this way. All right, you guys, so that wasn't really anything special. I just wanted to test out some of the new hardware that I got in from Amazon today. I hooked it up, it worked just like how I thought it would, so I wanted to share what I learned today with you. Once again, please subscribe to the Sound Guy Chronicles. I'll link his channel in the description, as well as everything I used in this video in the description, so you can use those links to get what you need. Professionals, please let me know if I missed something in the comments. And for those of you who are new to this, comment down below if you have any questions or if there's anything you need help with. I will be happy to respond and help you out in any way that I can. Thank you all for watching today, and if all goes well, see you on Sunday.